You have to realize that you are receiving the building blocks to your tower. What up, guys? I want to talk to you guys about how everything happened for a reason, but I'm gonna go a little deeper. God puts you in positions to teach you. You know, let me say this. Look, He puts you in positions to learn, to grow. You know, you can't climb an entire tree. You can't get to the top of a tree without knowing how to climb a branch. You know, you can't get to the top of the tree without knowing without having the proper footing, the proper technique, the proper form to climb. You know, you gotta have prerequisites. You have to have. God is giving you prerequisites right now. That's what's going on. Everything that's going on in your life, not everything, but you know, He's giving you prerequisites right now. But you can't be ungrateful in receiving the prerequisites, bro. You have to realize that you are receiving the building blocks to your tower. You're receiving the building blocks, you know. So even when something goes wrong, or feel me, something happens that's not good, you learn from it. Learn from all the situations. Learn from them. And you learning, that's your prerequisite. What the lesson you learned, that was your lesson for that day. You don't even have to realize it. You just think. Every time something else comes, just think. Be like, you hear me? Once you got that prerequisite, it could be a week, a month, a year from there. But something gonna happen. And you gonna be like, well, I know how to handle this now. You know? I know how to handle this situation now because of the prerequisite I got, you know? And that's how it works. Everything happens for a reason. God's gonna give you. He's gonna put you right where you need to be. You just need to trust Him. You just need to have faith. You need to believe that you are right where you belong. You need to know that. You need to believe that right now, in this exact moment, this is where you belong. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about, you know, missing that party last weekend. Don't worry about this weekend party. Worry about now. And don't worry about it. Enjoy it. You know? Enjoy now. Because it's where you need to be. It's literally the exact spot you need to be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are where you need to be. You are. You hear me? No matter what you're going through, just think of it. Every time you go through something, think of it. It's prerequisite. It's needed. It's needed. Just say that to yourself. It's needed. I need this. I needed this. When you think like that, bro, you'll really enjoy life. You learn that stuff is not that serious as you may think it is. Everything can be brushed off for real. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be fine. You're going to be straight. That was one I want to tell you. I was reading this book, and it just came in my head. Like, everything happened for a reason. And I've been through this. I've been living like this for about 2 months now. It's about 2 months. Everything happened for a reason, man. Like, nothing. Like, listen, this thing. This is the secret. You hold all the power. Whatever you do, like, you can go so deep with it, bro. Like, when I say everything for a reason, whatever choice you make, it happened for a reason. If you double back on that choice and did something else, that was for a reason too. If you triple back on the choice and said, you know what, never mind, I'm gonna just stay in the bed today, that will happen for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. But also you have to realize, the same way everything for a reason, everything that's meant for you is going to come to you. That's point blank. That's point blank period. Everything that's meant for you is going to come to you. So don't be trying to fix the past, bro. Like, you send a text message, don't try to double back, send multiple text messages trying to fix what you said. Just leave it. Whatever is for you is going to come to you, bro. And I had to realize that. Yeah, everything for a reason. And yeah, I can double back and stuff. And yeah, double back, that can happen for a reason. But at the same time, If you trust in God, trust in Him. Trust Him to know. Trust in Him enough to believe in your own decisions. You know? Trust Him enough to believe that He won't guide you wrong. That whatever He made you do, whatever He put in your mind and you did, it's right. You do that, bro. If you do that, you will live a great life. You living a great life right now. You feel me? Like, cause I enjoy life. I love life. I am blissful. I am blessed. I am happy. You know, you have moments. Of course you have moments. We're humans. But at the end of the day, during that moment, I'm going to tell myself, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. It's a prerequisite. You got to go through this. And once you realize that, then instead of soaking in the sorrow and defeat, you looking for the lesson. Instead of soaking in the sorrow and defeat, you looking for the lesson. I can preach all day. You gotta really want it. But I'm gonna tell you this. You know, God. Let me tell you this. Let me just give you my testimony, okay? In my life, I always cling to people. I was a clingy person. Like, I needed somebody else for my happiness, in a sense. Like, I always like to be on FaceTime. I always was on the game and party chat. You know, I was always talking to somebody throughout my day. Always conversating, looking for someone else for my happiness. And I didn't realize it. Of course I didn't realize it, you know? So, anyway, that's how I was. But I had to go through a season of isolation. I had to go through a season of being by myself, and I was depressed. I was depressed for the longest. Not for the longest, but for the longest. Yeah, I was depressed. It was bad. It was like, you feel me? I really was feeling it. But what I can say, with a smile on my face, from the deepest part of my heart, I can say, I'm glad I went through that. It's for a reason. It's a prerequisite. Because now I love myself. I won't let nobody... See, back then, I would let somebody trample over me. I would let people, you know, treat me anyway just because I wanted to say, that's my friend. Or I can call them when I need to, when I'm bored, you know. Just to say that I have that connection. I needed that connection, you know. But now, since I've been through that period of isolation, I learned to love myself. I learned to, you know, to be alone. It was the best thing for me. I wouldn't want no differently. That was the best thing for me, you know. I learned that it's important to love yourself more than you love. You gotta love yourself, bro. If you don't love yourself, you don't take care of yourself, you don't treat yourself right, you don't prioritize yourself, then what are you doing? Because if you're not doing it, then why are you prioritizing somebody else? It's your life. You guys need them. It's really crazy how, like, how deep it can get. Like, the only way you're gonna understand, like my mind right now, I look at stuff so differently. I look at stuff differently. But just because I've been through some stuff, I've taught myself. I'm self-taught, you know. Everything I've learned, I ain't gonna say self-taught because God put it in my face, but I've self-taught. Like, I learned everything by myself, you know. I didn't, like I said, that period of isolation, I was really just, it was after that period of isolation, really. But that period of isolation taught me, like, okay, it's time to love yourself, bro. It's time to love yourself. It's time to stop being down. It's time to start loving yourself. Start loving who you are. Start being you, bro. Nobody, a lot of times, man, people are in public. I'm saying a lot of times, this is in general. They have a mask on, you know? They wear the mask. And the only time the mask comes off, maybe if they at the crib, maybe. But even then, like, but then I realized you can't have everybody, bro. You can't help everybody. Everybody ain't gonna want to be helped. Some people want to be helped, but they just physically impossible. That's why I say everything happens for a reason. That's just a little message I want to get out, man. I love you guys. I try to educate you guys. I try to, as much as possible. Try to put y'all on. At the end of the day, I can only do so much. I can only record for so long. I can only talk for so long, you know. You really gotta find on your own. It's the number one thing is self-love, man. That's really it. Self-love. Once you love yourself, bro, everything else will come. But if you don't love yourself, bro, you lost. But yeah, man, I'm out.
Gentle beat.
Hey yo, KJ, man, it's shitty.